So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is another subscriber replay. This is our old friend Von Foz, who's driving the American Tier 5 turreted TD, the T67, and he's platooned up with the other old mucker, if I can say the words, Private Parts, who's also in the T67. Haven't seen anything from you for a while, Private. Buck your ideas up, can't. So anyway, Von Foz sends this over, and he said in the headline of the email he sent me, oh, another T67 Top Gun, and it kind of feels like this was this tank. This is, I'm hesitant to say anything is OP, because I really believe that, genuinely believe, yes, there are good tanks and there are bad tanks, and there's fairly mediocre tanks, and a good player will be able to play pretty much any tank, but there are some tanks that a good player is even better at but the T67 is, once you get to know its play style and how to handle it, it's a little, I was going to say something very rude there, a little bugger. It really is a wicked little tank. Very, very small, stealthy, bit like a scout on steroids, and it's got a pretty pokey, rapid firing gun. And you can see, he's got, look how far, we're in Siegfried line, it is a tier 5 game, so everybody is tier 5. Look at this. I mean, okay, there's no accounting for poor team play by the enemy team. Nobody appears to have covered the 9 and 0 line. He's come all the way out here on his own. Now, this sort of thing, you just lick your lips when you're in a TD like this. And he's set up, his camo net's up, his binos are up. And look, he's spotting heavy tanks as they come into their cap, in towards the cap. He didn't fire there, probably wisely, because there we go. He's pulled back, so he's now should be hidden. Yeah, first shot bounced. There's an IKV out there. Ooh. He's got pretty poor view range, the IKV, so it's unlikely to spot him. Unlucky with the second shot. The first shot was a nice one, second one bounced off him as he was pulling back, which is a real shame. So he's doing this really nicely, moving forward, trying to spot targets. Once he's spotted them, trying to pull back so he's no longer able to be seen, because he's got a solid bush in front of him. I think it's a tree, actually. Now, where did that KV-1S go? Where did he go? That's the one we want. This team's not doing spectacularly well. They haven't really... I mean, talk about his team not doing any... I just noticed he's also platooned up with a ram too. Okay, Z-Bad. Sorry about that, Z-Bad. Didn't notice you were there. Oh my goodness, look at this. Talk about, I was blaming the enemy team for not covering the 9-0 lines. It looks like his team haven't done anything on the 1-2-3 line, so they have carte blanche over there. They also now have a significant advantage. 2 plays 5, but there's a Stug. Oh, and he tracked him with that lovely that was a lovely shot. And look at that, killed him in one go. One set of shots, bang, bang, bang. Ate him, ate him. That IKV is behind that hill, so there's no way he's going to hit him. Hoping he might pop up, but hasn't done so far. There he is. Oh no, yeah, there he is. Can we get a shot before he disappears? No, back to the guy, KB, you missed the chance. Ah, never mind. Have a shot anyway. That's what I always do. When you're annoyed with yourself, you missed the shots, you just think, ah, so I'll have a shot anyway. So, the team's pulled it back again. It's 5 plays 6. However, the enemy have got a couple of big heavy tanks in the city. Oh, there's a Leopard, tracks him and spun him round. I love that when that happens. And tracked him again, and he's dead anyway. Okay, so it's 7-all now. Ooh. There goes the little arty, and suddenly, quick as you like, it's 9 plays 7. He's out here. He's done. Had to do very little for his damage, to be absolutely honest. Once he'd got into this position, oh no, that wasn't going to happen. Bit hopeful. The velocity on these shells is not fantastic, but you know, it is really just a light tank. No, not going to get a shot there either. Enemy pulled it back to 10 all. Can we get a shot on that? OI experimental. I just can't get a shot. Okay, enemy back into the lead, but that OI experimental is a one shot. And he's trying to get the shot through there because he saw he had an outline at one point, but doesn't anymore. You don't want to go wasting shells like that, buddy. One of the curses of this tank is the fact you have very, very limited ammo. Hitting a ELC at range is also quite tricky because the velocity of the shell is so slow. Oh, his buddy in the ram is after the ELC. Can he support him? Can't quite get a shot in there. Come on, stick your head out. Oh, there's an experimental. And the KB1S, they're all wolf packing. Heavy tanks are wolf packing on the ram. Nice shot. Has he been spotted? I don't know that he has the entire game. No, that's oh, there we go, missed again. It's really tough to hit a moving target with a 67. It's one of the real letdowns of this tank, but otherwise it would be seriously, seriously OP. So he's done 1,000 damage, which isn't bad in a tier 5 tank, that is for sure. Where is that ELC going to? Is he going to try and... Oh, and there's an enemy 67. They're like shit round a turd, these guys round the ram. And you can see there's a Mark IV Panzer coming round. OI coming round. There goes Private Parts, he's down. His parts are down. Now they're in a bit of trouble. There's 2 plays 5. The ram's got some pretty good armour, but gun's a bit lackluster. Nice shot. 67. Oh, the looks like the oh, how did he get shot on that? Looks like the experimental is in on the nice. Is in on the ram. Oh, but the ram takes down the experimental. So now it's but there goes Zebad to get down. He's been killed by that Panzer IV. Come on, you can finish this, guys. Nice shot, and he's finally spotted. Finally spotted. So there's only 2 enemy tanks left. There's that KB1S and the ELC. ELC we're pretty sure is the one capping. KB1S is still out there somewhere. 2 kills for the top gun. Well, we know he gets the top gun because I spoiled that at the beginning, didn't I? Anyway, never mind. I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten. Oh, talk about lucky. Whoa, his tracks at that 90mm shell from the ELC. It's going to be tricky to get through that turret. Might have to use a bit of skill round to get through the turret from this kind of distance. So this 75 or 76, I forget, millimeter gun is actually pretty good. He's doing the right thing. He's breaking contact. He's going to come round. So the ELC's gone back into the cap, which is a good tactic from them. They don't want to be chasing a T67 around the map. You can see how quick this thing is. Really whistled along. Blimey, it was doing, according to the reading, it was doing about 90 there, but I don't think that's right. It must be something to do with the replay. There is the KV1. Looking the wrong way, lock in. Nice shot. Wasn't fully aimed, but still took him down. Got the skill rounds loaded. Don't blame him at this point. He's only got 3 regular rounds. Nice play there. Headed round. Made it look like he was coming one way. Spun back round and is now going the other way. Will that fool the ELC? Will it fool him? Let's see. ELC's come out the cap. This is going to be a face-off. But whose face is coming off? So where has he gone? 2 very fast-moving, stealthy tanks. Where are they? ELC probably has the advantage on stealth and the better gun. Well, better alpha gun. 67 probably has, well, has the turret, definitely, so that's an advantage, and a much quicker firing gun. So how's this one going to play out then? So he's decided to get in the cap. Don't blame him. Oh, and then he drives out the cap again. Okay. Is that just drunk driving? I don't know. We'll see. 1700 damage, 5 kills. Where is that ELC going to come from? Only 4 minutes left, but plenty of time to cap out if that's what they wanted. And he's given up. He's decided to come out the cap. Gone hunting instead. I guess that's a good move. You're just hoping that you run into him in a favourable situation. I suppose the trouble is if you go into the cap, chances are, because he's so stealthy, he would spot you before you spot him, or at least pretty much the same time. And so I think, I don't know what I'd do in this situation. He's almost teasing the ELC to go and sit in the cap, and then he can try and pick him off. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Not a bad call. So I'm not sure what I would do in this situation. Probably the same, actually. But he's got ants in the pants and he's moving back towards the cap. What you don't want is a draw, because a draw is a loss for both teams. He's gone back in the cap. He's obviously decided he'd rather have the shootout against the ELC. Don't know what hit points the ELC was on. You can see the other problem with this tank is it's good that it's got a turret, because that's a huge advantage over something like an ELC that doesn't. But it takes a while for that turret to rotate. It's quite slow for a little tiny TD. So now we wait. Change back to normal rounds. Doesn't need the premium. Wants to save the credits. Don't blame him. Shouldn't need it against the ELC. Although I'd be tempted to use premium just to be sure of the kill. But then I am a premium tart. Speed it up just a little bit. Times 2. What direction do you reckon he's coming from? Pointing the direction he was last seen. If I was in the ELC, I'd probably come from the other side, because you've got the hill there. I'd get up on the hill, have a look first, see if I can spot the enemy. There he is. See the turret traverse? Very slow. Oh, right, but he knows where he is now. And look, he's almost a one-shotter. Oh, scary stuff. Yeah, someone's pinging the map like he didn't know he was there. Nice shot. Got it. Yes, beauty. Good job. Well played. So there you go. Not only another Top Gun, but also an ace tanker in the T67. Of course, I got Bruiser, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and Top Gun, of course. Finished up top of the team, 1,829 damage, 6 kills, 1,208 experience, 42 shots, hit with 25, penned with 18, took 3 shots himself, one of which penned, 2 didn't, which is amazing. 2 didn't with the very little armour this thing carries. 36,000 credits after cost 25,500, and a very nice ×3 that was, plus all the bonuses. He obviously has some personal reserves running, gave him a whopping 7,284 experience. Nice little game in the really wicked Little Devil, the T67. What a great little tank that is. Good map position, got into a position where he could influence the game, and then when he needed to, mixed it up. So really good. Enjoyed that a lot. Hope you did too. If you did, give it a like and a subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. If you've got a game you want to share, just upload it to WOT Replays, send me the link to gamerdom13@gmail.com. I'm away at the moment, but I promise to look at it when I come back, and if I think it's going to be a fun game to put up there. It doesn't have to be an ace tanker, just saying, it doesn't have to be an ace tanker. If it's just a fun, good, exciting game, something unusual happens in it, or people go, wow, that's amazing, I'd be interested in seeing it. More often than not it's an ace tanker, but you know, so it doesn't have to be. But send it to me, I'll have a look when I get back from my holidays. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. GamerDom out.